Do I need to tell you what time it is? Do I? You should know by now. It's time for the epic, monumental, Academy Award winning, but I'm not bragging. It's time for the Uncle Brian Happy Friday Week in Review. Yeehaw! Roundup video. How's your week? Oh, morning, Jabba. Good morning, buddy. How you doing? Oh, and this morning we have a very special guest of honor. Yeah, Brian Cabral Sack, also known as Jabba. Yeah, he has alternate accounts. I've heard that before. I don't deal with Facebook at all for a very, very long time, but I heard he has multiple accounts on Facebook. He's doing the same shit, putting up videos and, showing off his bling pictures with showing off his $36 Walmart watches and $10 pawn shop chains and, and he's on Instagram too. He's all over the fucking internet trying to get attention any way he can get it, And I've heard he has alternate accounts here on YouTube. People have told me. So I get a comment. I guess he wasn't too happy with my video yesterday. And I looked. And when I got back from the VTH, went and checked on a few things. I saw several comments. I see Brian Cabral Sack. What the fuck was it he said? Thanks for talking shit about someone because you don't have a life. I went, oh, Brian Cabral Sack. So I looked to see who it was. It's him on an alternate account. He's got all his fucking videos. Jabba, you don't even know how to troll right. Can't fix a car right. Can't handle your finances right. That's why, your house is being auctioned off in foreclosure. Don't have a place to live. Your health went to shit. You don't know how to live. You're a pig. You're a slob. You don't have a fucking life. Where you gotta spend all day, going live and taking people to stores. So you're gonna love it when I tell you about his trip to Walmart I heard about. This is fucking great. It's one of the best ones I've heard about you, Jabba. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian Cabral Sack. Yep. Seriously. Why I'm mentioning this? I know a lot of you know me for. You see how much I've been trolled, right? You hear me talk about it? I don't talk about trolls, Jabba, like you. Trolls. Dude, you're a fucking amateur compared to the way I've been trolled by Sanford's pickle sniffers. Some of the Crypt Keepers followers and Big Wobers too. Oh man, you don't know shit about what it's like to be trolled. I just fucking laugh. They even went so far one time, just a long, long time ago when I was on Facebook. They made up like 5 Facebook accounts. Then they sent me friend requests to make sure they let me know they did it. I looked at it, I laughed, didn't give a fuck, That's how I handled trolls, Jabba. Your case with that? Looked at the comment, I read it. Deleted it. Went to look to see who left it, saw it was you. You stupid fat fucking retard. You give yourself away. I'd hate to see you in court, man. You have the right to, to not incriminate yourself. You'd be running your mouth. You'd get yourself locked up, even if there was no evidence against you. You'd make yourself guilty just because you can't shut the fuck up. Was it Ron White used to say? I liked him. He was a funny comedian. I had the right to remain silent. I just didn't have the ability. That's you. Oh, man, that was too funny. So anyway, so if you see a Brian Cabral Sack show up on any of your channels, well, go look to see it's him. Jabba. And someone told me he has like 3 or 4, and he's got a vlog, something like that. See, I'm not a big-time internet guy. I don't need to know all this shit, because I'm not involved in trolling. I'm not involved in multiple accounts. I always had one account. When I was on Facebook, one account. I don't do that shit. I don't need to. What I say right here. I've never gone on a single person's channel and left a comment. Even my friends. Ask Will. Ask people. They'll tell you. You know, well, we talk on the phone, our friendship, we don't need to communicate on here. We don't even watch each other's fucking videos. We don't have to. You know, what I have to say to anybody, I say it right here. I like it better. Besides, I don't like typing, you know. I hate texting. Yeah, I even hate texting. In some cases I have to. But tonight starts Uncle Brian Lift the weekend. Oh yeah, I'm ready to go, man. Oh yeah, Uncle Brian Lift this. I'm ready to go. Now this where it gets good. He says, Brian, you're going to fucking love this. I guess over the last couple of days, Jabba went live again, and he took people on a road trip to Walmart. Seriously, I fucking laughed. I was almost crying laughing while he's telling me this. Gets in Walmart, and he plops his fat ass down on one of those electric shopping scooters because he couldn't walk around the store. Those are for the elderly and disabled, not for fat fucking retards like you. That's what those are for. I see it. I see it in supermarkets. I see it in Walmart. I see it in stores. Just fat fucking obese people that don't take care of their fucking health. And now they're disabled because they can't walk. They can't breathe. Well, whose fucking fault is that? And you, my heart, you're like fucking Fred Sanford. This is the big one, Elizabeth. This is the big one. And you're there smoking fucking cigarettes. At least Fred Sanford has the fucking brains to not fucking smoke. He doesn't need Lamont to be on his ass, telling him to take care of himself. He's also not a fat, obese slob like you. Gotta love Fred G. Sanford. I love that show. It's an all-time favorite classic of mine. Sanford and Son be Jobber and Bel Air. He's all happy riding around on a fucking scooter, and he's got something in the basket in the front. He bought one of those hand trucks, you know those hand trucks with the wheels in the bottom and that little skid plate. You put it under something, tip it back. You know, I can see them delivering soda into stores and shit. They stack them up, they tip it. Because he needs that to get stuff out of his house because he can't carry it. Heck, you're too fucking fat that we can stack stuff up on and take bigger loads out to his pod when it shows up before he gets kicked out. And who's going to do with the rest of that fucking yard? Anyway, it's your problem, not mine. You know? Hey, did that make you feel good? No, seriously, did that make you feel good? I hope it did. I really hope doing that, trolling me, leaving a comment like that, I really, I've heard that too. You like to say that to people. Whenever somebody says something you don't like, how when you see a black person, you run right to the N-word, you know. You run right to telling people they don't have a life and they're ignorant. That's why they do that to you. Other people don't have a life? Are you fucking serious? Look at you. What kind of fucking life do you have? You ain't that fucking bright, pal. You ain't that bright, let me tell you, and you call other people ignorant. That's your self-defense mechanism kicking in. Because you can't accept what you are, you know? Like I said, I mean it in all sincerity. I hope that made you feel good, because let's face it, you don't have a whole lot going on in your life to feel good about. You're being evicted, kicked out of your fucking house. You don't know where the fuck you're going to live. You know, you don't know if you're going to get your disability. You seem to have a lot of fucking problems, man. You don't seem to have a whole lot going on in your life to feel good about. So if trolling me was able to allow you to have at least a brief moment of happiness and pleasure in your life, I'm glad I was there for you. I choked out my fucking spit. I hate it when that happens. Oh, man. He says, and then he gets out to the parking lot. Oh, and while he's in the store, he was talking about in the store, he was kind of ticked off at a lady because a Walmart worker there, I guess he was next to her, and he's doing, really? Who the fuck? Everywhere he goes, he's going to be doing a live. Even he went to a restaurant again the other day, jamming food in his fucking face. Really, talk about needing a fucking attention. And he does this for hours and hours and hours. And Jabba, you say other people don't have a fucking life. Besides being a fat fucking retard, you're a fucking hypocrite. You know, a lot of people in public don't want to be in someone's video, especially today. People doing videos, it's on TikTok, it's on Facebook, it's on here, it's on Twitter, whatever the fucking form of the internet, whatever venue it is. You know, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't have any of that. I got one channel on here. That's enough for me. I don't even deal with Facebook anymore for a very long time. You know? Some people live on the internet, like Jabba. Some people can't go everywhere without, you know, have to be on their phone. That's annoying. We get together with the guys, man, and the old ladies. We go to Knuckleheads, Cisco's. All night we're seeing whites at a fucking table. They're looking at their phones. They're hardly even talking to each other. Why the fuck do you go there and you're paying $6, $7 for a beer, $12 for a mixed drink? Go buy a 12-pack, a bottle of wine, a bottle of Jack. Stay home and save yourself a fucking fortune. They're not going to talk with each other. Driving, I'm seeing people with their phones like this while they're driving. In stores. All the videos that are popping up everywhere. And a lot of people don't want to be on a video in public. In public, you know, leave me the fuck alone. Get away from me with that phone, with that camera. You know, I know I was asked. I mentioned it recently. I had done a few things with Kenny and some of the guys, and I was asked, Brian, you know, from now on, we really don't want to be in any of your videos because I had done it on a few occasions. Some people saw them, and it's better that what we do stays with us. You know, they were right, and I haven't done it since, and I will never do it again. Hold on one second. Okay, remember I choked on my spit? A loogie developed. I had to hack it up, and I was sure as hell wasn't going to be like Jabba and do it on camera, you know what I mean? And you will never see and hear me burp and fart the way he does. You know, he says, and the way he's saying it, he's sitting in his car, and he's jamming something in his mouth, eating, I got to eat this to keep my sugar up so I can have some energy when I get back home. He says, and he sits in his car, and he's there for like an hour. I went back and checked later. He's still in his fucking car in the parking lot and looking around how other people are driving around the parking lot and having something to say about what other people are doing, you know. But he tells people to mind their business, you know. I said this on a community post. You know, Jabba, before you tell people to mind their fucking business, maybe you shouldn't put out all your fucking business on here. Otherwise, they would not know your personal business and they would have nothing to talk about, including me. You can't figure that out, can you? You want to know why? 'Cause you're a fat fucking retard. You want attention. You want sympathy. That's what you do to get it. What they say? Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. You're getting what you're asking for. You're just not getting it the way you like it. Oh, poor baby. Ain't that a fucking bitch? Says Brian, he's going off about this woman. He says, and he's like arrogant. He says, you know, the lady's telling me, hey, you know, if you're making a video, you know, keep that away from me. And he gets upset with her. Clarky, I told her, don't worry. I'm not getting you on here. This is only about me. You know? He doesn't know how to talk to people. He's rude. Jabba, you're fucking rude. On top of all your other great qualities. Egomaniac, narcissist, sociopath. And this is what I'm leading to. He says, in his car, it's jam-packed with shit. He puts that, something on my screen here. It's ash. Jam-packed with shit right up to the roof. Back seat, the back compartment. I guess it's a little SUV type Jeep, you know. Let's get the hand truck in the back. He's saying, oh, can you see it in the back? He's saying, yeah, can you see the wheels? You know. He says, it's got plastic totes all stacked up almost up to the ceiling. He says, oh, I got all my clean clothes in there. I keep them in here because this way it'll be easier to take out to the party when it gets here. Keeps all his clothes in his car. Well, we know he keeps all his mail in his car. I already heard he pulled out a fucking stack of mail like this, even pulling out ones. Oh, These are from the bank. Fucking tosses him aside, ignores him. That was probably once from months and months and months and months and months ago, saying, dude, you're not making any fucking payments, dude, you know? We got this foreclosure thing going on here, you know, in case you're not aware, we're kind of reminding you, you know what I mean? He ignored it all. And they said, and he shows shit, he's got soda, food wrappers, all kinds of shit in his car. How his yard is how his fucking car is. That's how the inside of his house is. It's a fucking mess. He's a pig, a slob. A hoarder. He even hoards trash. He says, so he's upset because the lady told him she don't want to be in, you know, in one of his videos. That bothered him. Now it gets good. You're going to love this. I laughed so fucking hard. I guess somebody asked him where he's going to go live. He said, well, he's got a couple of options. He's thinking about one place, but he might go to Virginia. I guess what he made up with his Facebook girlfriend. You're talking again. He says, Brian, he says, when he said this, I almost pissed myself laughing. When he told me this, I almost pissed myself laughing. When I tell you this, if you don't know about this, it's a good chance you might piss yourself laughing. Just giving you a warning. He says, well, he says, but the way he says it, it's very cocky and arrogant. Well, I told her, well, no, he wants to go move with her, mooch off her, because he's fucking desperate and no fucking place to live. So he needs a place to live. He's going to go mooch off of her. You know, he ain't doing her no fucking favor by moving in with her. You know what I mean? I told her, listen, I'll go live with you. And then he laid out all his terms and conditions. Starting with, well, you know, I'll go live with you, but you can't be a narcissist. You can't be an egomaniac. You can't be controlling. You can't be arrogant. You can't be this. You can't be that. Because I already went through that with one woman, and I don't want to have to go through it with you. Basically, what he said is, he doesn't want a woman that's exactly like him. Because he wouldn't be able to put up with it. Jabba, now you understand why people won't put up with you? Yes, unfucking believable. Anyway, listen, I hope you had a great week. You know, I hope you've been happy. Unlike Jabba, that's a miserable, confused, delusional, pathetic, pitiful, that fucking retard that's in a world of fucking hurt. Not a goddamn thing going on in his life to feel good about. Oh, except leaving a trolling comment on my video yesterday. That was the highlight of the Jabba. Was that the highlight of your week? Like I said, see that? Even though you haven't been able to count on anyone else, all your other Facebook buddies, haven't done a fucking thing. Joe, Matt, all them, you know, where are all these offers pouring in? Hey, you come live with me. I'll come live with me. Look, I'll go there and help you pack up the pod, you know, and this and that. And there was one other thing that had something to do with the Bel Air. I forget what it is. Somebody asked him, I think, he says, I think somebody asked him what he was going to do with the Bel Air. He was going to get a tow bar or something. Somehow he was going to tow it to where he's going with the Jeep, something like that. I'm not exactly clear on that, Brian, but because I was stepping away and going back like, you know, a half hour later, and I'd catch him in mid-sentence, you know, and he says, I think he said something about he was going to find a way to tow it to wherever he was going to go. Yeah, well, he's going to go to Virginia to do this woman a big favor by mooching off her. But she can't be like him. Oh, no, she cannot have... She can't be like him. She can't be a narcissist. She can't be an egomaniac. She can't be arrogant. She can't be rude. She can't be self-centered. She can't be controlling. She can't be dominating. Oh, no. He doesn't want to live with a woman that is just like him. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have fun and stay safe.